Let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a relationship where things felt off, where arguments kept circling back to the same problems, or where you felt unseen, unheard, or even unappreciated? Relationships are supposed to be one of the most rewarding aspects of our lives, yet they're often the source of our deepest pain. Why is that? The truth is, we all make mistakes in relationships, not because we're bad people, but because we're human. We act on impulse, let our emotions take over, or misunderstand what our partner truly needs. The good news? These mistakes aren't permanent. They're lessons waiting to be learned. And that's where the ancient wisdom of Stoicism comes in. Stoicism, a philosophy that stood the test of time for over 2,000 years, offers profound tools to help us handle our emotions, communicate better, and build stronger, healthier connections. In today's video, we're going to dive into the 3 biggest mistakes people make in relationships, and more importantly, how Stoicism can help you fix them. Whether you're single, dating, married, or somewhere in between, this isn't just about fixing problems. It's about transforming how you show up in your relationships. More calm, more present, more understanding. Imagine what that could mean for your partner, for you. So if you've ever felt stuck in a cycle of frustration, longing for a deeper connection, or just looking for practical wisdom to strengthen your relationship, stick around. What you're about to hear might just change the way you approach love and life. Let's get started. Number 1. Obsessing over the past. Picture this. You're sitting across from your partner, having what you thought would be a peaceful conversation. But then, seemingly out of nowhere, the past makes an unwelcome appearance. Maybe it's an argument you thought you'd resolved months ago, or a mistake your partner made that you can't seem to forget. Or perhaps it's something you said or did, and you're the one bringing it up, apologizing again and again. Suddenly, the air gets heavy. The connection you were trying to build is replaced with tension. Sound familiar? This is one of the biggest mistakes we make in relationships, dwelling on the past. Whether it's replaying your partner's missteps or beating yourself up for things you can't undo, it's a cycle that can be incredibly destructive. It chips away at trust, amplifies resentment, and makes it nearly impossible to move forward. And here's the kicker. It's not just your relationship that suffers. Holding on to the past weighs you down as well, stealing your peace of mind and your ability to live fully in the present. So why do we do it? Why do we cling so tightly to what's already gone? It often boils down to fear. Fear that if we let go, the same mistakes will happen again. Fear that forgiving means weakness. Fear of being vulnerable and risking further hurt. In a strange way, revisiting the past feels safe. It's familiar territory. But the safety is an illusion. The truth is, staying stuck in the past is like trying to drive a car while staring in the rearview mirror. You can't move forward, and eventually, you'll crash. This is where the ancient wisdom of Stoicism offers us a lifeline. The Stoics believed in focusing only on what's within our control, and the past is not one of those things. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Forget everything else. Keep hold of this alone and remember it. Each of us lives only now, this brief instant." In other words, the only thing we can truly influence is the present moment. By staying grounded in the now, we free ourselves from the pain of yesterday and create space for growth, healing, and connection. Here's how you can start applying this in your relationship. When you feel the urge to bring up the past, whether it's to blame or to relive an old hurt, pause and ask yourself, what do I want to achieve by saying this? If the answer is to hurt, punish, or protect yourself, stop. Instead, Redirect your energy toward the present. Acknowledge your feelings, but choose to focus on what you can build today. Trust, understanding, and mutual respect. It's not about pretending the past didn't happen. It's about refusing to let it define your relationship. When you release the grip of old mistakes, you give yourself and your partner permission to grow. Forgiveness becomes an act of strength, not weakness. It's a declaration that you value the relationship more than the pain of holding on. Now, let me ask you, are you ready to let go of what's holding you back? If this resonates with you, drop a comment below and share one step you'll take today to focus on the present in your relationship. Give this video a like if you found value here, and don't forget to subscribe for more Stoic insights to transform your relationships and your life. Together, let's embrace the present and leave the past where it belongs, behind us. Number 2. The comparison trap. Let's talk about something almost all of us are guilty of: comparison. Picture this. You're scrolling through social media, and there it is. A perfectly edited photo of a couple on a dream vacation, smiling ear to ear. Or maybe your co-worker can't stop gushing about their partner's extravagant surprise. And then it happens. That small voice inside whispers, "Why doesn't my relationship look like that? Why can't my partner do those things?" That voice might seem harmless, but over time, it grows louder. And before you know it, you're looking at your own relationship through a distorted lens, one that focuses only on what's missing. When you compare your relationship to others, you're not just observing, you're creating an invisible checklist of what your relationship should be like based on someone else's highlight reel. Here's the problem. The couples you're comparing yourself to, you're only seeing their best moments, the polished parts they choose to show. Social media, public interactions, even conversations with friends, they rarely capture the behind-the-scenes struggles, arguments, or quiet compromises. You're comparing your everyday reality to their curated perfection. But this isn't just about social media or public displays. Comparison sneaks into private moments too. You might look at your partner and think, "Why don't they say things like that? Why don't we have what they have?" Slowly but surely, this mindset erodes appreciation and connection. It blinds you to the uniqueness of your own relationship and creates dissatisfaction where there once was love. So, why do we fall into this trap? It often stems from insecurity, a deep-seated fear that our relationship isn't good enough or that we're not good enough. We search for external validation to measure ourselves and our relationships. But here's the truth. Love isn't a competition. There's no universal standard or perfect relationship to achieve. Every relationship is as unique as the people in it. This is where the timeless wisdom of Stoicism comes into play. The Stoics taught us that focusing on external comparisons robs us of inner peace. Epictetus wisely said, "What other people do or have is none of your concern. Your task is to tend to your own garden." In relationships, this means valuing and nurturing what you and your partner have, without letting outside influences dictate your happiness. Breaking free from comparison starts with gratitude. Take a moment to reflect on what makes your relationship special. Is it the quiet nights where you can simply be yourselves? The way your partner shows up for you in small but meaningful ways? These moments might not look Instagram-worthy, but they're real, and that's what matters. Practice gratitude daily, and you'll begin to see your relationship through a clearer, kinder lens. Here's a challenge. The next time you feel that urge to compare, pause. Instead of asking, "Why don't we have that?" Ask, "What do we have that's uniquely ours? The answer will remind you of the beauty in your journey, one that no other couple can replicate. Now, it's your turn. Drop a comment below and share one thing you love about your relationship, or something you appreciate about your partner. Let's shift the narrative and celebrate what makes our connections unique. And if this point resonated with you, hit the like button to let me know you're committed to building stronger, more authentic relationships. Don't forget to subscribe for more Stoic insights that can transform your relationships and your life. Remember, your love story is yours alone. Cherish it. Number 3. Telling others about your relationship problems. Let's be honest. When things in your relationship feel difficult, who do you turn to? Do you send a long text to your best friend, spill everything during lunch with a coworker, or even share your frustrations in a family group chat? It feels harmless, right? A way to vent or get advice. But here's the truth. This habit, one so many of us fall into, can quietly destroy the trust and intimacy in your relationship. Complaining about your partner to other people is a kind of betrayal. It may not feel like it in the moment, but it undermines the bond you've worked hard to build. Relationships thrive on trust, and when you share your frustrations with outsiders, you risk breaking that trust. You're exposing vulnerabilities your partner has shared with you, turning private conflicts into public discussions. Even worse, you might be painting a one-sided picture of your partner, reducing them to their mistakes while ignoring their efforts and their love. And let's not forget how this affects the people you're venting to. Your friends, co-workers, or family members don't see the whole picture. They're not there for the apologies, the moments of joy, or the work your partner puts into the relationship. They hear only the frustration, and it shapes their perception of your partner and of your relationship. Over time, this creates a toxic cycle where their opinions reinforce your complaints, making it even harder for you to see the good in your partner. So why do we do this? Why do we turn to others instead of addressing the issue where it matters, with our partner? Often, it's because we're afraid. We're afraid of being vulnerable, of hearing a hard truth, or of having an uncomfortable conversation. It feels easier to seek validation from someone who will take our side than to engage in the kind of open, honest communication that real resolution requires. But here's the thing. Venting might make you feel better in the moment, but it doesn't fix the problem. In fact, it often makes it worse. The only person who can truly address the issue is the one you're complaining about, your partner. This is where Stoicism can guide us. The Stoics believed in self-reflection and taking ownership of our emotions. Epictetus said, "When you are offended at any man's fault, turn to yourself and study your own failings. Then you will forget your anger." In relationships, this means pausing before you vent and asking yourself, why am I feeling this way? What am I really seeking? Most of the time, the answer isn't validation, it's resolution. The solution is simple but not always easy. Communicate directly with your partner. Instead of turning outward to others, turn inward to reflect on your feelings and then share them openly with your partner. Use I statements to express yourself without blame. For example, instead of saying, "You're always ignoring me," try, "I feel unheard when we talk, and it's important to me that we work on this." These conversations might feel uncomfortable at first, but they build trust and deepen your connection in ways that venting never will. Now, take a moment to reflect. Have you ever caught yourself venting about your relationship to someone else? How did it make you feel afterward? Did it help resolve the issue, or did it just leave you feeling stuck? I'd love to hear your thoughts. share them in the comments below. Let's start a conversation about how we can handle conflict with more honesty and integrity. If this resonates with you, give this video a like and let me know you're committed to building stronger, more authentic relationships. And don't forget to subscribe for more Stoic wisdom to help you navigate the challenges of love and life. Together, let's choose understanding over venting, connection over division, and growth over blame. Your relationship is worth it. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've covered today. Relationships are one of the most fulfilling parts of life, but they can also be incredibly challenging. The three biggest mistakes: holding on to the past, comparing your relationship to others, and venting to the wrong people, are all traps that many of us fall into, often without realizing it. But here's the good news. These aren't permanent flaws. They're opportunities for growth, and with a Stoic mindset, you can start making real changes today. Imagine a relationship where you're no longer weighed down by yesterday's mistakes because you've learned to live in the present, where you're not distracted by the illusion of other people's perfect lives because you value what's unique about your own, where instead of complaining to others, you face challenges head-on with honest, meaningful conversations that bring you and your partner closer together. That's the kind of connection Stoicism can help you create. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 3 points hit closest to home for you? Are you ready to let go of the past, stop comparing, or commit to better communication? Share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. I'd love to know how you're applying these ideas in your own relationships. If you found value in this video, don't forget to hit that like button to let me know. And if you're ready to dive deeper into Stoicism and learn more ways to build stronger, healthier relationships, make sure you subscribe to the channel. This journey doesn't stop here. There's so much more to explore, and I'd love for you to be part of it. Thank you for watching and investing in yourself and your relationships today. Remember, you have the power to transform your love life one Stoic principle at a time. Until next time, stay grounded, stay present, and keep building your Stoic mindset.